Welcome to Broken Guitar Sounds, where if it sounds like it's broken, it's probably working. Today I'm talking about the first Boss compact delay pedals. If you didn't know, DM stands for delay machine. I have the DM2, the DM3, the DD2, and the DD3. I have them all lined up, along with the turbo overdrive, which is also from the 80s. Today I'm playing my black Strat. It's a parts caster. Everyone kind of knows what a Strat sounds like. I'm going to be playing through my Princeton, and I'm playing through my Roland Cube, just for some DI sound. The first one I have over here is the DM2. It came out in 1981. It was the first compact Boss delay. Before that, Boss had units like the Roland Space Echo and the DM1. So yeah, here it is. It's pretty much it maxed right here with the most amount of time. Here's a bit more of a slap sound. Yeah, here's with some distortion. So here's the DM3. And what I've noticed with this is it's got a bit more fidelity, in my opinion, than the DM2. The delays separate a bit better. Kind of like a Memory Man, but not quite. So here I'm gonna max it just like. And this one has a bit more of like an infinite quality to it. See how far the delays run compared to the DM2. Love it. Sounds broken to me, so it's probably working. Here's more of a slappy sound like I had with the DM2. Which these are pretty I would say they're pretty similar. And when they're set like this. But again, the DM3 has a bit more fidelity to it. It doesn't blend as much as the DM2. And I don't think that's better, it's just different. You know, in a live mix, you're gonna stand out a little more with the DM3, I would say. The DM3 seems to have a better tendency to run away and freak out than the DM2, at least this DM2. Next, I'm going to talk about these digital delays, which these are going to be quite different. The DD2 is Boss's first compact digital delay. There was rack unit digital delays before. For example, there was the SDE 3000, which this apparently has the same chip is that, and I'm not sure if this is the large chip version. Just like the DM2, there are different versions of the DD2 with different chips. Here's some DD2. So very exact, a lot more exact. If you're just looking for sound, just grab a DD3 or one of the more modern boss delays, because they're going to sound very similar. These are just very collectible. So here's the DD3. I'm going to set them about the same. Here's the DD2. Right? They sound pretty much the same to me. You get the idea. They sound very similar. Let's take it up a notch here. That sounds broken for sure. See if I can get the same broken type sound of the DD3. Even more broken. Let's see what that sounds like with distortion. I love it. Let's see if the DD2 does something similar. You know, if we're splitting hairs, I could hear some small differences between those two, but if that's the tone you're going for and you don't like something about it, you have other issues, I would say. There's almost like a slight analog quality to the DD2 that the DD3 does not have. And when I say that, if you listen, like an analog delay, the repeats stack up, they stack up and mush, where they don't do it as much. To me, they don't do it as much on the DD3. They seem to like fade out. I'm hearing some very subtle minor differences that if you're recording, you might use one over the other, but if you're playing live, I would go with the DD3. Let's stack all of them to really sound like we're broken now. And a little little distortion. I made my interface clip by doing that. Thank you for watching my video on the first compact delay pedals. This was actually the first Boss pedal and the first delay pedal I ever bought. I got it right after high school, and believe it or not, it was in the same exact condition when I got it. It's been on and off my boards and I still record with it. It's an awesome old unit that still works great. Feel free to subscribe and save my channel. Also make sure you check out my band Shared Walls. I'm putting out a lot of music this year and want to make these videos to help promote and teach about guitar and why I love it so much. Thanks for checking out my video. Hope you have a good day, and remember, if it sounds like it's broken, it's probably working.